sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jordan Love ready on first down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered on multiple people, and right away they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
The first carry for the Memphis Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000...
Touchdown, Washington.
It's complete. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Love. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting them a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Ross to return.
Right there.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Love. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Gibson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now here's Ross. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Love from the gun on third down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Ross to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And I think the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hips seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd.
Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now here's Ross. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And got his man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Vegas. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
He'll try again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that...
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing. Love. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Quez Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Ross to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now a run for Barner. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Barner. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
They'll run it now with Barner. Room to run again. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. They'll run. It's Barner. And he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd and 12, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That catch good for only a couple. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, Raiders. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Love looking to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And now here's Ross. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now Ross to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They run again with Barner. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And some room to work. 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1, and this guy would certainly fit that bill as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A huge play there for Washington.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw now. Here's Love.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To the air again, Love. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Love. Touchdown! That's caught. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. McCann for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Buying time to his left. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Love now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
137 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot. This defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Love now to pass on first down. Going for it all. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. McCann now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now here's Ross. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 147 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The play action fake. They'll look. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Able to get away. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Raiders.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Touchdown! Henry Ruggs. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. First down, going to the air with Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Going deep here for Watkins. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Ross to return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.